Welcome to Voices of Esalen. I'm Sam Stern. Today my guest is John Vosler. John is a senior teacher at the Amrit Yoga Institute, where he leads Yoga Nidra Certification programs. Today he's going to lead us through a Yoga Nidra, a conscious relaxation process intended to induce physical, mental, and emotional restoration. Yoga Nidra has been shown to ease anxiety, heighten awareness and focus, transform negative habits, and foster feelings of peace, calm, and clarity. Please enjoy this offering from John Vosler. I was wondering if we could start off by just asking you about what you do and speaking a bit about your practice.
Yeah. So currently, as I'm here at Esalen, I'm doing the Rest, Restore, and Rewrite Your Life retreat using the profound tool of Yoga Nidra. And for me, Yoga Nidra is a guided meditation technique that uses the biological process of sleep to drop you beneath the mind that may be causing you some stress or some tension. It's a very ancient practice. Yoga meaning union and Nidra meaning sleep. It's sort of resting in the divine bosom every time you rest into a Yoga Nidra, connecting to your source, the truth of who you are. And so I get to come to Esalen to take these beautiful students on a path of awakening and to deepen their practices and also just help people have a different relationship to their thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. So I'm kind of excited to be here.
How was it that you came to the practice of Yoga Nidra? Was it something that you had? Was it something that came from within, like when you were a young person, or was it when you became older and you had sort of found a practice that was close to Yoga Nidra?
It's interesting. For me, I'd always meditated, and I had a seated meditation practice. And I was doing some CEUs at a conference in San Jose, and I had pretty much done all the CEUs I wanted to do, and I was sort of evacuating the conference. There's an urgency, like I was just done. And as I was descending down the escalator, there was a little sign on the side of the escalator that said, "Meet a living yoga and learn about Yoga Nidra." And it just kind of drew me in. So I went in and snuck into the room, grabbed a mat with my friend, and we lay down and had the experience of a lifetime. I was guided through a Yoga Nidra from Yogi Amrit Desai, who guided me into a place I'd never really been before, even though I understand that I've always been there, the spaciousness that I am. And it just changed my life. It changed my perspective. It was so simple. I didn't really have to do anything. And within that effortless ease, I just realized, I'm like, this is it. You know, I had been a body worker for almost 20 years and worked on the physical body so much. And this was just simply doing nothing. And I still, when I say it, I kind of laugh about it. Like, really do nothing? Like, yeah, all you have to do is stay awake and be guided through this beautiful meditation. So it came in that way. And not long after that, I ended up closing my bodywork practice down because I was overdoing it. I was trying to achieve this like big practice, but it was a detriment to my health. And so I started to study with Yogi Amrit Desai and Kamini Desai, and I studied with them for almost 10 or 11 years. And then I was teaching for them at that point, and then they kind of set me free and said, teach the program around the world. So I got to do that. And then I wanted to be more involved in the practice in a way that would be able to reach more people. So I went and studied some more with Richard Miller, who is a facilitator of I Rest Yoga Nidra. It's another adaptation of Yoga Nidra. And so I've kind of incorporated or integrated all of these together and to create like a hybrid of Yoga Nidra to help people rest and restore, but also just to become awake, to recognize that they're actually getting to choose this experience of life as opposed to being told what they think they should be doing, an unconscious tendency. So kind of how I fell into it.
Oh, amazing. What is your process of creating the Yoga Nidras?
It's a good question. So in the beginning, there is a structure that originally comes with the practice of Yoga Nidra, whether that's the physical body, breath sensations, working through cognitive experiences, emotions and feelings and imagery. For me now, it's really about allowing the moment to reveal itself, to allow the experience, especially in this group. There's so many people in the tent, there's so many people here. It's almost, I know the intention of the practice, and I know that, we're going to have a breath sensing and a body sensing, and we'll do some, emotions and some feelings, but I sort of am self-guided. Something comes through me. I honestly feel like there's a gift here where it's sort of, if I step out of the way, the divine is the doer. And I've done this long enough now where I know the structure and I know how it unfolds. And now I just kind of trust that what comes through me in those moments is exactly what needs to come through me. Right response and coming through me.
I think a lot about voice in what I do with the hosting the podcast. And I've also tried to lead people through guided meditations. And one thing that I've come up against for myself is artificiality versus being genuine in the tonality of my words. And I was wondering if you have any advice for people who are yoga teachers or meditation teachers in getting into their voice in an embodied way.
Yeah, I would say that what you said is really important, because sometimes I feel like people want to put on a persona to teach. And I come back to this line that it's helped me for years, is the divine is the doer. And if I can allow my channel to be open and I inhale, as I exhale, prana moves through me. And if I can get in that rhythm of connecting to the source of who I am in that prana, then as I speak, the words start coming through you. I find when I teach, before I lead, when I teach, I can be animated, I can be big, I can have fun, I can be serious. But when it really comes down to leading a yoga nidra for me, there's a feeling of myself taking a few deep breaths, and I just drop into that spaciousness. And it's almost like I wait for the download. And then all of a sudden, I can even hear it in my voice. All of a sudden, it drops. And the first couple of times, I kept thinking, like, is that my voice? Like, is that what it sounds like? But I recognize that the closer you rest back as the source of who you are, the more you're tapping into that prana or that energy. And then it starts to live you, and it starts to speak for you. One of the biggest suggestions I tell a lot of my students that are going to go out and teach Yoga Nidra is, don't try to make an experience happen. Give space for whatever is to arise for that person's experience to happen. But, we're so tending to I want to make sure, Sam, you have the best Yoga Nidra you've ever had in your life. Yeah. And you get in the way. Yeah. As opposed to just rest back. I'm not going to make an experience happen. I'm going to trust that it's just going to come through, and whatever's going to happen happens.
Well, John Vosler, I want to let you lead us through a Yoga Nidra practice. But before we get started, just for people who are interested in your work, how can they find out more about you?
Thank you, Sam. Yeah, so I have a website. It's johnvosler.com, and you can also go to getmeditated.com. I also have that. They kind of tie themselves together. I'm going to be back here at Esalen for another retreat in March. We're all set up for that for next year, and we're working on another training coming up here as well to become a facilitator of Yoga Nidra. But yeah, I travel around the world. I do retreats. I do workshops. I'm based out of Los Angeles. I don't spend a lot of time there, but I do have an ongoing class when I'm there. And for those people that are out there that don't want to go to iTunes to download a Yoga Nidra or Amazon, I do have some free ones on YouTube that you can go to. Just put in JOHN VOSLER, and you'll find a couple of YouTubes on there. That's probably the best approach to find me, and through the website.
John, thank you so much.
Thank you, Sam. So just begin to bring your breath into awareness. There's no need to change it or adjust it. There's no effort. Just begin to witness the breath breathing itself. Bring your attention to where the body's making contact with the floor. The back of the heels, the legs, the hips, the back, the arms and hands, and the back of the head, all just being held. No need to hold yourself up. And then just take a breath in, exhale, and let it all go. And again, taking another full deep breath in, exhale, and just let go even more. And then just bringing your physical body into awareness. And just recognize your body has been a trusted vehicle. It has allowed your expression in the world, creating accomplishments and contributions to the best of its ability. And now it's time for your body to rest deeply. Give yourself permission to rest. And now we're going to move our attention into the physical body to release trapped energy and to move deeper into total relaxation. I'm going to invite you now to bring your attention to the shoulders, arms, and hands. And as you inhale, just begin to tighten and tense the shoulders, arms, and fists. Go ahead and inhale and tighten the shoulders, arms, and fists, and feel the tension in the arms. Tighten, hold, hold. And on your next exhalation, release the arms, letting the tension just melt away. And then just attend to the sensations. Observe and feel the flood of energy in the shoulders, arms, and hands. Sensing the pulsing, the tingling in the shoulders, arms, and palms. And now just bringing your hips, your legs, and your feet into your awareness. And just inhale, and as you do, tighten and tense the hips, legs, and feet. Go ahead and squeeze the glutes, flex the feet, tighten the legs, hold, hold. Feel the tension in your lower legs, hold. And on your next exhalation, let it all go. Let all the tension just drain away. Bringing your attention to the flood of energy you feel in the hips, the thighs, lower legs, the feet, the soles of the feet. And now guiding your attention over to the left side of the body, the whole left side of the body in awareness. And this time, as you inhale, tighten and tense the left side of the body. The left arm, the left fist, the left glute, the left leg, and the left foot. Tighten the whole left side of the body and feel the tension in the left side of the body. Feel it. Hold. And on your next exhalation, let it all go. And bring your attention to the flood of energy in the left side of the body. Whole left side of the body in awareness. That pulsing, the tingling, the streams of energy. Whole left side of the body. And then shifting your attention now to the right side of the body. And now go ahead and inhale and tighten and tense the whole right side of the body. The right arm, the right shoulder, the right fist, the glute, the right leg, the right foot, the whole right side, tighten. Feel the tension in the right side of the body. Hold, and on your next exhalation, let go. And observe and feel the sensations on the right side of the body. Whole right side of the body, pulsing, tingling. And now let's bring the whole body into awareness. The whole body. And this time, as you inhale, let's tighten and tense the whole body. Both arms, both legs. Open your mouth, stick out your tongue, and squint your eyes. Whole body's tight. Feel the body tight, tense, hold. And on your next exhalation, let it all go. And observe and feel the flood of energy extending out to all the muscles, nerves, and cells of the entire body. Let go of any holding anywhere. captivated by the sensations in the body, the pulsing, the tingling. And then feel yourself held in absolute stillness. And now making any last-minute adjustments to the body to be supremely comfortable. Adjusting your blankets, your bolsters. If you want to place an eye pillow over your eyes, you can. And just get settled in. And as we move into Yoga Nidra, remain relaxed and motionless, still as a statue. If you need to move, do so mindfully and return to stillness as soon as you're able. Allowing any distractions, external or internal, to draw you deeper within this inner experience. Allowing my words to be received energetically, non-mentally. In Yoga Nidra, you enter the subconscious field of energy. Let your mind melt and merge into the energy body and go beyond the boundaries of body and mind. Allowing yourself now to rest, restore, and be at ease. 10, I'm breathing in through the nose. 10, I'm breathing out through the mouth with softly pursed lips, emptying the lungs completely. 9, I'm breathing in through the nose. 9, I'm breathing out through the mouth with softly pursed lips. Continue until asked to stop. If you lose count or get to 1, just start again at 10. All of your attention is on the breath and the count. Feeling yourself descending down beneath the mind with each breath. Sensing a deep stillness and silence. And now let go of counting. And let go of any effort to shape the breath. And bring your attention to the field of energy in the form of sensations in the body. The tingling, the pulsing, the streams of energy, sensations. Let your attention be captivated by the sensations arising in the body. The coolness, the warmth. And then just bringing your attention now to the spot between the eyebrows, resting back a few inches inside the midbrain. And be aware of what's present in awareness. Not choosing for or against, witnessing all that passes in the field of awareness. Begin to sense yourself as the field of awareness in which this experience is happening. Resting back as spacious awareness itself. Open, empty, spacious awareness. And now, follow my guidance as we move through different points in the body. Clearly establish that as I guide you from point to point, the energy of your attention will activate these centers and release any blockages. Create a feeling of heat and healing energy rippling out from each point as I name it. Resolve to yourself to remain awake and aware, bringing your undivided attention to the spot between the eyebrows, pit of the throat, left shoulder, left elbow, wrist, tip of the left hand thumb, tip of the index finger, tip of the middle finger, tip of the ring finger, tip of the little finger, wrist, elbow, shoulder, pit of the throat, right elbow, wrist, tip of the right hand thumb, tip of the index finger, tip of the middle finger, tip of the ring finger, tip of the little finger, wrist, elbow, shoulder, pit of the throat, middle of the chest, left side of the chest, middle of the chest, right side of the chest, middle of the chest, solar plexus, navel point, lower abdomen, middle of the pubic bone, left hip, knee, ankle, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, ankle, knee, hip, middle of the pubic bone, right hip, right knee, ankle, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, ankle, knee, hip, middle of the pubic bone, lower abdomen, navel point, solar plexus, middle of the chest, pit of the throat, and back to the spot between the eyebrows. Rest back and observe the vast, silent stillness at the brow center. Here, there's nothing to do or achieve. You have entered the domain of grace. Experience stillness extending everywhere. Experience yourself as spacious awareness, open, vast, spacious awareness. Capacity for all experiences to move through. myself to rest and restore. I allow myself to rest and restore. And bringing your breath back into awareness. Begin to witness the body breathing itself. Noticing as the body breathes in, the abdomen expands. And as the body breathes out, the abdomen falls. And then slowly feel yourself beginning to rise to the surface of awareness. Feeling the sensation of the body lying on the floor. And the quality of the air as it touches the skin. And again, allowing all of your senses to be wide open. Listening to the sounds around you. The smells. The tastes. The sights behind the closed lids. Whether that's a black space, colors, or images. And that felt sense of touch, bringing your attention to where the body makes contact with the floor. The physical body touching the floor at the heels, the back of the legs, the buttocks, the back and shoulders. And then when you feel the impulse, you can gradually begin to move the body as if awakening from a deep restorative sleep. And if the impulse is to remain still, do so. But just taking your time, coming back to wakefulness. Allowing those first movements to be so subtle, perhaps just wiggling the fingertips and toes, and just bringing some subtle movement back to the body. If the impulse is to stay in meditation, do so. But if you're drawing closure to your Yoga Nidra, begin to bring your knees into your chest and bring some movements into the lower legs. And begin to feel this body just as it is, without it needing to be any different. And begin to notice even how relaxed the body is. How soft the breath is. Just notice how empty the mind is. Just bringing your attention to the heart center and just notice how quiet the heartbeat is. Just resting your attention at heart center with a felt sense of gratitude for taking this time to rest and restore to nurture yourself, to reconnect to the truth of who you are, that vast, spacious awareness, that spaciousness that has the capacity to allow all emotions and feelings, all experiences to arise, unfold, and dissolve, being spacious awareness itself. And regardless of what you consciously recognize that has or has not changed, know that something within you has shifted to connect you with your true nature, your true essence, the truth of who you really are. Whole and complete, just as you are. And may your heart be open and your light be bright. Jai Bhagwan and Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Voices of Esalen. Today's show is produced in conjunction with Cheryl Franzel, Lori Putnam, and Shannon Hudson. Our music is by Nico Holloman. If you'd like to hear more episodes, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Overcast, and more. You can also find all of our podcasts archived at our website, esalen.org. That's ESALEN.org. The Esalen Institute is a nonprofit organization. Programs like this one are made possible by the support of our donors.